Multiple brains for different departments and the evolution of a think tank? Last week, we started to dive super deep into architecting our soul file and evolving it even more than we ever have. In that process, we started thinking through the ways in which that multiple departments might need to leverage this particular brain. And in that, we figured out we must roll out multiple departmental brains. So we're working with Claude, but we also have an open claw on a dedicated machine. We'll be creating a connection between Claude and OpenClaw in the near future. But for now, we're actually flowing down and working on these infrastructure files. Think the soul file, the agent file, the reference file, the skills files. And in that process, we realized that we don't want to just give access to our master company brain to every single person within the company. That spawned up these departmental brains. We have stuff like an operations brain, a sales brain, and so on. And in that, we're going to actually architect not only the soul file, but the actual files that are within that particular brain for each individual department. Now, there's three levels to AI rollouts right now. There's level 1, where people are playing with a chatbot and they're inputting something, they're getting output. Level 2 is actually working with an autonomous agent where you ask it to do something, you walk away, and it actually does it, and you come back and see that it actually did it, which is pretty cool. The final level is the organizational level, where we're going to work with one individual agent that is then going to work within all the different company brains within our actual Claude's team plans and even access to OpenClaw to then create an actual think tank environment where it brings us back the exports from each individual brain and gives us plans and steps we can take next at an executive level. And if you're curious as to what that structure might be, this is where we're at. Think tank brain structure. For the In Your Hand Media team, it's going to have a dedicated soul file. And then it's going to have what's called a think tank charter, where it's going to then go and take the exports from multiple different departments and bring them back to synthesize for actual the executive level for us to then make decisions. And this is really cool too. We have agents like the strategist agent, the researcher, devil's advocate, the opportunity scout, and the synthesizer. We then want to have great output files. And what goes into an output file? They're the actual outputs that we're getting that we deem as best in class. We do not want to give it every single output. As this thing is humming, we're going to get executive summaries each morning with what the actual think tank committee came up with in regards to plans and next steps where we can then take an action. This is super exciting times in general. And once again, there's these three levels. Level 1, you're working with the chatbot, you put an input, you get an output. Level 2, you're actually working with an autonomous agent, you ask it to do something, it then goes and does it. You come back and you see that it was done. And then there's going to be level 3, where we're going to actually have one orchestrator agent that then goes and gets exports from all individual departments to then give us some actual action items and next steps that we can do at a company level. This stuff is pretty wild, folks, and I'm so excited to kind of continue to build this stuff out and share it with you. Once again, y'all, my name is Eric. I'm from Lunace Lab. Follow for more tips like this.